Men and women, blacks and whites, equality is a major issue in today's society. Women are not treated fairly compared to men. They do not get to do some of the same tasks, such as certain jobs and some sports. For example, women are not seen as wanted to do jobs like manufacturers, farmers, and law enforcement. It is seen as weird or not okay for females to partake in some sports such as wrestling, football, hockey, and martial arts. Though these are seen as the main issues today, it was a lot worse for women years ago. Before 1920, women were not allowed to vote. The women were told that they could not have jobs and that they needed to stay home to take care of children, cook, and clean. When they could finally go out and get these jobs, they were not paid nearly the same amount as men for doing the exact same jobs. In this speech, I will talk about why it is important for men and women to be treated equally. First, I will discuss the fairness of gender equality. Then I will talk about the respect that is important in gender equality. And lastly, I will take a look at the religion that has to deal with the effect of gender equality. One of my most important values is fairness. Everyone should be treated equally, no matter the color of someone's skin, gender, or religion. Gender equality is the main issue around the world today and affects mainly women. In my opinion, women should be and can do a lot of the same things as men. Women should be able to go and get the same job as most men. The problem with this is even though they may be doing the same job, the women do not get paid nearly as much as the men. The women may not have the same job. The women do not get paid nearly as much as the men. The women may even be doing the job just as well or even better than the men, but to the employers that does not matter. According to the article, most Americans believe women should be equal to work, but attitudes about their roles at home are more complicated. 65% of Americans say women should have equal roles at work and at home. Nearly 25% of Americans believe that while women should have the same opportunity as men to work for or participate in politics, they should take a bigger role in the household. Women are expected to stay home and take care of the children. I feel that is not fair because some of the work that the women are expected to do at home, the men could do just as well. These tasks may include taking care of children, cooking dinner, and keeping the house clean. Also stated in the last article, a smaller share of people believe that men and women should be unequal in both spheres, 5% of millennials and 7% of those born from 1946 to 1980. The next value that is most important to me is respect. Respect plays a very large role in gender equality. Men and women should be treated equally. A lot of the time, women are looked down on and are constantly being degraded. According to Downline, Nebraska among lowest in gender equality, last update on September 3rd, 2014, Nebraska is ranked the 10th worst state for gender equality in the United States, according to a recent study. Farming is mostly what people do, and it tends to be done by the head of the household, who is usually male. In recent studies, it has been found that women have helped tremendously in the workforce and other areas of need. Being respectful to women also means not making sexist or rude comments. Men should not be saying that women only belong in the kitchen. The last value that is very important to me is religion. I was baptized and confirmed in the Lutheran religion. In the Bible, it states that God created man and woman. According to canons of the Episcopal Church, no one shall be denied rights, status, or access to an equal place in the life, worship, and governance of this church because of race, color, ethnic origin, and national origin. The Women's Global Mission Network, it was designed to help people in parishes to identify and promote projects that serve and empower women and girls. God created Adam to be man and Eve to be woman. I do believe that God saw them as equal and treated them equally. All around the world, women are treated unfairly and are suffering at the hands of their government, their kidnapper, their boss, their partner, and their husband. God did not intend for any of this to happen to women and girls. I would like to believe that the church is a safe place where men and women are treated equally, but so many Christians have looked over women. Gender equality is a major issue around the world and affects mainly women. Women cannot do a lot of the same things that men can do. They cannot get some of the same jobs, and even if they do not get paid nearly the same. Women are expected to stay home to take care of children, cook, and clean. In this speech, I talked about why gender equality is important to me. First, I discussed the fairness of gender equality. Then I talked about the respect that should come with gender equality. And lastly, I took a look at the religion that has to deal with gender equality.